Hey there, AG Army. Today's topic is overtraining because some people say overtraining doesn't exist, and I disagree with that. First off, I hope you like my hair. I added some water to it today, so it's got some resemblance of style, but not too off topic. Overtraining. What does overtraining mean to me? Well, muscles require about 48 to 72 hours to completely recover from a hard workout. So, what do I mean by a hard workout? I mean exercises where you actually use a slow eccentric portion of the movement. So, you're tearing down the muscle. For example, if you looked at bicep curls, it'd be about a 1 second up and then there we go, a little adjustment. About a 1 second up and then maybe 3 seconds down. That'll tear the muscle fibers, and that's the whole point of a slow eccentric movement, is to tear the muscle, so they have to rebuild. Now, if you were to do bicep curls every day with that tempo, you're not going to give your muscles enough time to recover. Like I said, 48 to 72 hours for that type of training. So, that is overtraining if you're going to do that every single day. You can do what are called feeder exercises or flushing movements. For example, if you do bicep curls again, you do curl very quickly and just to pump blood into the muscle. And this may help with recovery, actually, delivering fresh oxygen and nutrients to the muscle. So this is sometimes done when you train biceps on Monday. The next day, you might do some very light bicep curls just to pump the muscles up, flush them full of blood, and that actually may improve recovery. So you can possibly train muscle groups every day, but only once every 48 to 72 hours with a high intensity. All right, so then there's another thing to consider with overtraining is your central nervous system. If you're training with high intensity quite often, you're going to need some days off, or you will place too much of a stress on your central nervous system. So that's why it's good to cycle your training intensity, cycle your training volume, in order to not run down your central nervous system too much. And most of us are also taking pre-workouts and possibly fat burners. So those are also stresses on your central nervous system. So combine that with heavy, intense training, and once again, you can get to the state of overtraining quite easily. Finally, another form of overtraining is undereating. And when you're training, you need to fill your muscles full of nutrition and fill your body full of nutrition so that you have the energy to train and the energy to recover. If you aren't eating enough, you can easily get into a state of overtraining. So those are the three things to watch out for: training too often, putting too much of a stress on your central nervous system, and undereating. Finally, some signs that you may be overtraining. One is not looking forward to your workout. And this, I say, is only for the hardcore trainers, guys and girls, that love to train. Because some people just don't enjoy training, so there's an excuse not to train because they're not feeling up for it that day. I'm only talking to the people that love to train, and if you find that you're not really excited about training a particular day, it may be time to take a day off. But look at those three factors once again and see if maybe you're guilty of offending any of those. Secondly, sleep is another sign of overtraining. If you're having a lot of trouble sleeping, you may once again be overtraining. So have a look, make sure you're not training the same muscle group too often, training too hard for too many consecutive days or weeks, and under eating. Hopefully that clarifies what overtraining is. It does exist.